welcome back to the channel. So I'm talking about another video, mint. So today I'm gonna show Kyle how to do one head stud, and I'm gonna freaking let him do it. So when the head gasket blows, it's his fault. I got some freaking sick parts here today. Yeah. So my whole deal with the new Durali fans, freaking finally got it all wired up the way I thought it was gonna work, and my little fuse block over here. Over here, freaking, it's rated at 100 amp, but that's total for all the fuses. So each branch on that can't handle that much power. And I tried to run 50 amp through it, and I ended up melting that thing, and then whatever. So I had to rewire it differently. I ordered stronger relays. They're not here yet, but I have all the stuff I need to. Come on, get closer, dude. Oh my god. I bought these guys here for splitters to tie my cables into. Real nice piece there. You can get these bad boys from Ill Customs. They actually have them on eBay as well. You can get them a 4, a 6, or an 8 splitter, which is freaking nice. But try to organize some of this mess, especially now to add another wire in here for a fan. Freaking hate freaking first gen wiring. Even though it's very simple, it just looks ugly. I freaking hate it. So now the fans have to come right off the battery to a relay, and then to the fans, and then hooked up to the edge. We're gonna do it with the same deal I had over there, but different, right off the battery this time. So yeah, so I'm gonna be working on this stuff over here. Oh, I also got some stuff to mount my new grill. Not my new grill. I got some stuff to mount my grill. Put that thing back on there today. And then Kyle, I'm gonna show Kyle how to do one head stud, and then I'm gonna send him off on his own to finish the rest of them. So that's what we're freaking doing, and if we get enough time, we're gonna throw the roll pan on this thing and get that knocked out of the way. So we're freaking going. We're doing it again. You can see we can't send her home again, so it's freaking mint. Get my studs out.
Smart, I would.
Lubed, baby! Woo! Ooh, I got high-pitched notes again. Kinda. A little raspy. We got our wires hacked apart over here, all nice and not nice. And we're gonna go ahead and throw this big old lug ski on there. See how that do. Actually, it's not too bad of a fit for how huge this thing is.
Get a hammer.
I really wish I could put this thing in there that way too, so I can see the logo on top, but she don't work like that. It actually doesn't look bad.
No.
It looks bulky, but what are you gonna do?
Looks pretty professional if you ask me.
Probably leave it like that, I guess. You videoing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Decent. How strong do you think she is? Oh, dang. Yeah, you can cut the wire off just by force. By full force. Oh, dude. Nice. Good call, bro.
All the clearance.
So this is gonna be the moment of truth. Got everything all wired up. It's all still hiding down there, looking like crap. I had to get down there and organize some of that, but it's tied right in here. It's attached to this maxi fuse, which is really ugly, and this whole thing kind of messed up my wiring neatness, but whatever. If it doesn't freaking work, then it's not good, right? Here we go. Hit the freaking switch, dude. Ooh! Some serious blowing there. She's waking for now. Let it run for a little bit and see what it does. Is that for me? Come here. Let me see it. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, fire whistle. Corona. All right. In front of the first end is front of the first end's back together for meow. I don't think I have to take it back off, but I might later, just so I don't scratch the grill. But we'll see. Freaking these guys are over here wrapping up the head studs. We got like one more to go, I think.
With my pants down and all.
And yeah, pants off always, all the time. Always, all the time. But they're just wrapping them up and they gotta do their final retorque. And I'm gonna come back here. And I'm gonna put the roll pan on, or at least attempt to. We're gonna get the old bumper off. I'm gonna slide that baby on. Look at that. Look at that shine. Oh my god. But yeah, this thing should look pretty mint. Yo, we got the roll pan out here. We just got the other side shape on it.
I'm pretty tired.
Got the roll pan out here sitting on the first gen, getting all nice and scratched up on the bottom. And this roll pan has to wrap around to fit in these indents in the bed. So the only way to mount it, I guess technically, is with double-sided tape, which is what they give you. That's what it comes with. So we're gonna try slapping that bad boy on there, hope for the best, and put some screws time to put some holes in this baby. Apologize for a mess. We got a freaking mess everywhere. We're gonna work on cleaning up in here today too, but look at this freaking roll pan. Unreal. The way these freaking mount on these 4th gens, dude, that's freaking nice. Freaking nice thin tailgate gap. Freaking they wrap around all nice. Right, Lex? What do you think of that roll pan? Is that a minty roll pan or what? If anyone wants a stock 4th gen grill, hit us up. Same thing with the stock 4th gen bumper and hitch. And same thing with the 68. Just kidding, 68's not for sale. We still gotta break it. We're gonna break it first, that's for sale. And this thing, freaking nice out right now. There hasn't been any salt lately. The freaking roads are like pretty much clear as far as I'm concerned. I'm like itching to freaking go for a ride, but I can't because I can't freaking afford shocks. Now freaking everybody's got freaking Corona, so now freaking price of shocks is gonna go through the roof because everybody's gonna need their emergency Corona shocks. It's gonna be impossible to find them. We're gonna do what we're doing these valve springs to make it easier. So we're gonna go ahead. Some of you guys are probably really good at this. Freaking comm rails, setting top dead center, freaking sketch me out because you can't see the marks as easy. This is like a 12 valve or an early 24 valve. So I'm gonna take the fan shroud off this. I'm gonna pop the fan off as we have a clear shot to see what's going on with our mark balancer. So we can clean those marks off. And for this job, we're gonna be using a Torque Tech valve spring compressor tool. For those of you that don't already know what this is guy is gonna come up here and then mount over all 4 springs like so. And then the bottom plate of this, where the stud attaches to, screws into the head. And then this nut will start all the way to the top, and you'll compress the springs down, as we have all 4 compressed at once. And it'll just hold all these little guys, all little keeper keys into the. It'll hold all the keeper keys in these little bowls here. And then you come out and you grab your handy little magnet, so you can be safe and not drop any of your keeper keys anywhere. Pick them all up with the magnet. Come over here very carefully, drop them in your magnetic tray, and then you're good to go. Freaking very, very, very important that you guys are careful with these things, because if you lose one, good luck finding another one. And on top of that, you don't ever, ever, ever want to have the mystery of where that thing landed, because if it fell on the motor, it could cause some issues. So, another precaution you guys can take, like we're doing here, is take all your holes where your push rods come up through, and then also all your injection holes, and stuff paper towel in there to make sure nothing can possibly fall down in there. And we also got here some industrial injection, freaking billet push rods. Pretty nice piece there. We're going to be using them. And then for our valve springs, of course the only way to go with valve springs, we got some Hamiltons here. I guess it's not the only way to go, because Man makes valve springs. They're actually a pretty good product as well. But for these, we're using the Hamilton 103s. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got the table somewhat cleaned off here. Got all the tool stages that we're going to need. Then we're going to get up here, clean that out, get all the tools cleaned up, and freaking get going on this thing. Sick. When you're using the Torque Tech valve compressor tool, you have to make sure that your piston, whatever one you're doing, or whatever cylinder you're doing, the piston has to be all the way up top. So what I do, and some of you guys probably do this different, I don't care how you do it, this is how I do it, I've always done it this way, nothing wrong with it. So what I do is I take this, or something skinny, a flat screwdriver, something that can't actually fall into the cylinder. You just take that, put it in the injector hole, and you just drop it down in there. Then, crank your motor over. From your balancer bolts, get a close up in on that, where that hole is. You crank it, and that thing will actually start coming up out of there. And then once it gets to its peak point, just before it's about to start dropping back down, that's when your piston's all the way up. Okay, right there, it started to go back down a little bit, so we'll come back. Right there. But you have to make sure that piston's all the way up, or else you can press your valve spring compressor tool. Your valve stems will fall in too far and it won't allow the tool to have enough. It won't give your tool enough room to compress enough to actually break free your keeper keys, and you'll struggle to get them in and out of there. So, this is a little tip for you guys. Oh yeah, and the way these motors work, most of you probably already know this, but cylinder 1 and cylinder 6 come up together, and then 2 and 5 come up together, and then 3 and 4 come up together. So if you have one set, you can go back and you can do 6. If you have cylinder 2 set, you can go back and you can do 5. If you have cylinder 3 set, you can do 4. So you only have to really move the motor 3 times to set your valve lash. So, mint. Just wrapped up the valve springs now. We freaking knocked out our head studs and our valve springs. So, next thing to do is get top dead center figured out, and start throwing injectors back in, crossover tubes, and get the valve train laid out in there. And probably take first gen for another ride. I know we don't have any shocks, but can't wait, so we're doing it anyway. Got the old first gen out here, doing some testing with no shocks. Not the smoothest ride in the world, but we out here. Just gonna give you guys a little taste of what we got, because I don't want to get on her too hard yet. Maybe we get some flames on a stack. Burnouts, dude. It's burning them easy. Whoops. That was like that was like 55 miles an hour, still spinning the tires easily. We're not even into it yet. That's not good. I mean, it's great, but geez. Back down to second here, probably do another burnout. It's just daylight. Yeah, that's all. Spin the tires. That's freaking minty. There you go. So right now, cruising third locked. We're gonna drop down to second, let her spool and lock it, and we can get on her a bit. Oh, all it's doing is freaking spinning. It's mid. This thing keeps getting freaked out. We're supposed to hit the throttle. Gotta figure that out. That's a freaking ripper right there. Do that again. You got 2 phones, Kevin Gates. Oh, that's freaking decent. Alright, got 2 valve time bomb right here, back in the garage after that ripski. Guys, I'm beyond happy with the performance between like the tire size change and turbocharger. The turbocharger is like a whole freaking different game now. The truck drives 100 times better. Makes way more power up top. It's just a freaking animal now. It just freaking, all I want to do is spin the tires. I'm so excited to freaking get shocks in this thing and just start freaking sending the crap out of it all the time like I always do. But this year is going to be freaking way better. It's making way more steam up top, I'm telling you. I'm going to wait and drive a little bit with the 305 gears because I'm nervous with the 354s. There'll just be no chance of hooking up whatsoever because of how much torque it's going to add on. But that's that. That's what's going on for that thing for now. She's just waiting on some shocks and some front ladder bars. Hopefully we'll get that here soon. This build, unfortunately, Kyle's having some issues at work because of all the crap that's going on with stupid COVID-19 crap. And they're cutting everybody's hours and they're laying everybody off. So in order to be safe, he's taking a break right now from buying parts just to make sure he doesn't run out of money. But hopefully soon enough we'll get back on that thing and get it on the streets, because that thing, basically the whole reason we're building it up like this, obviously for more power, but we're gonna set up the tune so it's got a freaking mean rev limiter. So that's gonna be sick. We freaking love rev limiters around here, especially on the 6.7s. They sound sick. But anywho, that's gonna end off today's video. If you guys are enjoying these videos, go down and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you go down and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.